Dye. This is an Irish wet fly. It's quite a complicated dress and it's got a lot to it, so I've started off basically by winding on some fire on thread down the bend of the shank, come back up and finished off to form the tag. Then I've varnished it, so that protects the tag. It's a good aiming point for a fish, especially towards the back of the fly. I've got Uni 80 fire on thread. You simply start at the eye of the hook and you work your way down, putting down a good layer of thread until you come to the tag. As I said, prepared simply by winding the fire on thread down, come back up and then varnishing it so it protects the fly, it protects the tag itself. Now the tail is going to be, this is a golden pheasant crest. Now I've dyed it a fluorescent yellow. Again, it makes it that much brighter and a good, especially shows up in clear water. Tail length is about, say, the shank, full length of the shank. Could be longer if you want. Now it's important that you get a balance in this fly. Now I'm going to trim this about 3mm from the eye. You're going to need that area to tie in the hackles and the wing and so on. Now the rib is the UTC, small and hot orange. It's very red-like, more than I would say orange. It's one of my favourite colours when it comes to the wire. Now at this point I'm going to run the thread up, tying in the tail and the rib. Just take your time, take all the way up and then come back down. Don't have to be too fussy with touch and turns on the way back. Now for the body, I'm using a nice bright yellow seal's fur. Stab it onto your thread, just the best way you can, and slide it up. Now what I like to do is just get an anchor point of the seal's fur onto the body, making a single turn, and then I can tighten up and work my way up. Feel your seal's fur coming loose, just a couple of turns. This will tighten your seal's fur as you go. Just keep doing it all the way up. To get to this point here, as I say, about 3mm from the eye. The body hackle, again, it's much the same colour as the seal's fur, nice bright yellow. In this case I'm using a saddle, Met's saddle, grade 2 cock hackle, dyed a bright yellow. Now you do a turn a bit at the area where you've tied it in, beginning of the body, and then depending on how heavy you want it dressed, end from 4 to 6 turns down the body. Bring your wire over and onto the top of the hackle point, then rib the fly. Now you want to rib it probably around about, say, 5-6 times. You want to see the fire or the hot orange wire. Now what I do is bring the wire straight up with the thread and put a 90-degree bend in. It's important that you tie this down. Take the thread all the way down and bend and break off the wire. It's important because that's what's holding the fly, the body of the fly together. Now bring the thread back up. Now you want to bring some of the seal's fur into the hackle, as well as slightly soften the hackle. And the best way to do that is to use some Velcro. And all this is a lollipop stick. Some sticky back Velcro and stuck on either side. Now there's going to be another 2 hackles on this plus a wing and a piece of flash, so I'm saying you've got to get the proportions right. This here is a nice fluorescent orange cock hackle. It's a Chinese cock. Bare stem. Now to save bulk, what I do is 3 or 4 turns down and fold the stem back. That's the area you're going to tie in the hackle. So that's its own wee space, and then bring the thread back down. Fold the hackle just simply by bringing it through your fingers. You'll see that the fibres have been drawn back. It's very easy to do, just lightly draw them through your finger and thumb. And then you want anything from sort of 2 to 4 turns, depending on how thick the fibres are in the hackle itself. And that's plenty. Now again, bring the thread up beside the stem, that 90-degree bend into the stem, 3 or 4 turns in to make sure it's locked down. Trim away the waste. Do a better job in that. Tidy up. Now you're using fire on 8/0 thread, and it's very fine, so you can get away with that. Now I'm going to use some crystal flash. 2 strands, pearl crystal flash. This is going to be under the wing. When at full length or to point or the end of the tail, all you do is catch it on the top, 2 or 3 turns down, fold it back, tie over the top, come back up. Again, same length. Now, what I would do is put a finger on top just to flatten the flash a bit, just to drop it, stop it sitting up like a cockatoo. Now, for the wing, this is bronze mallard. This is for the wing itself. Now what I do is I like to bring the fibres straight out from the stem and line them up the best way you can. You see them starting to line up. And once they've lined up, just tear it off. Get the length you would like, and much like the length of the flash, the same length as the wing, just so the tips come to the end of the tail. Now what I do here is I fold these fibres together. You can roll them, but this is the way I like to do it. And pinch and loop on the top. At this point, just have a look, see how things are sitting. It's looking okay, you can carry on, and that's fine. Trim away the waste. Bring the thread to the front, and then build the thread up from the front. Now I've got a dyed blue guinea fowl feather. This is from it's a covert feather. It's from the elbow of the wing itself. Quite a good stem on it. It's a decent length that I'm looking for. Now I'm going to tie it in by the tip. Now I'm looking at the front of the hackle. Now again, much like I did with the yellow hackle, I'm going to fold back this tip for security, but I'm going to build up some thread turns because I think it would slip if I don't do that. Now, just bring out the point, keep on hold of the thread, don't let the thread go, trim it away. And then fold these fibres back. Just take your time. Look at this point here. And then take the thread down and build. Fold back your hackle. Keep the thread tight. Trim away the thread, trim away the hackle, and trim away the point. Now what you do, it's just all we've got to do now is varnish the head. All the way around. Just take your time. And there. That's your dabbler muddler. Looks a bit heavily dressed, but this is the style of the fly. Got to have something like that, a good wave. You can't go wrong.